What happens when you push a supercar to its limits? You're behind the wheel of a machine worth more than a house, crafted by engineers who don't just build cars, but chase perfection. Every curve, every material, every sound has been designed with one purpose in mind: performance at the absolute edge. The cabin feels tight, focused, like a fighter jet rather than a car. Your hands grip the steering wheel. Your heart rate is already rising even before anything happens. Beneath you, the engine growls. Not softly, not gently, it sounds alive. Your foot hovers over the throttle, and for a brief moment, time slows down. You're aware of everything. The silence before chaos, the tension before release. And then, you floor it. In an instant, the world changes. The sound becomes sharper, more aggressive. The speed hits you like a physical force. Your surroundings blur into streaks of motion, and deep inside, you feel something else: fear, because this isn't normal anymore. But here's the real question: what actually happens when you push a supercar to its absolute limit? Not just speed, but everything it's capable of. Because beyond the luxury, the attention, and the image, there's a brutal reality most people never experience. And today, we're not holding back. We're going all the way. The moment of acceleration. The moment you press the throttle to the floor, the car doesn't hesitate, it reacts instantly, violently. It doesn't feel like you're moving forward. It feels like the world is being pulled backward. 0 to 100 km/h in under 2.5 seconds sounds impressive on paper, but in reality, it's disorienting. Your body is slammed into the seat with such force that your chest tightens. Your breathing changes. Your brain struggles to process what's happening. Your vision begins to narrow. Not because something is wrong, but because your mind is prioritizing survival. Everything outside the windshield becomes secondary. This is acceleration beyond comfort, beyond normal. This is controlled chaos. And just when you think it can't get more intense, the car keeps pulling. Harder, faster, relentless. The transmission war, while you're holding on, trying to stay focused, the transmission is fighting its own battle beneath you. Gear changes happen in milliseconds, faster than human reaction time. There's no pause, no softness. Each shift feels like a mechanical punch delivered with precision. This isn't smooth driving, this is mechanical aggression. The dual clutch system pre-selects gears in advance, predicting your next move before you even make it. It's not reacting, it's anticipating. And under that level of demand, every component is under extreme stress. Gears mesh at incredible speeds. Clutches engage and disengage instantly. One tiny misalignment, one moment of failure, and the entire system can break apart. At this level, perfection isn't optional, it's required. The engine, under stress. Deep inside the car, the engine is experiencing something close to controlled violence. Fuel ignites in rapid, precise explosions thousands of times per minute. Temperatures exceed 1000 C, hot enough to melt metal under the wrong conditions. Yet somehow, everything stays in sync. Everything stays controlled until it doesn't. Push too far and the balance begins to shift. Oil starts thinning under extreme heat, losing its ability to protect moving parts. Metal components expand, reducing the tiny tolerances they rely on to function correctly. The engine isn't just working hard, it's on the edge of failure. And at this level, failure isn't gradual. It's sudden. It's catastrophic. The sound of power. Now listen, not casually, but carefully. Because what you're hearing isn't just sound, it's information. The high-pitched scream of the engine climbing through RPM ranges. The sharp crack of the exhaust during gear shifts. The whistle of air being compressed, forced, released. It's a symphony of controlled destruction. Each sound tells you something about the car's condition, its performance, its limits. To an untrained ear, it's just noise. But to someone who understands, it's a language. The heat of performance. As speed increases, so does heat, and not gradually, but exponentially. Heat builds in the engine, the brakes, the tires, even the air around the car. Cooling systems are pushed to their limits, working constantly to prevent failure. Air is no longer just passing over the car, it's being weaponized, directed through vents and channels to remove heat as efficiently as possible. Because at maximum performance, heat becomes the enemy. Too much of it, and systems begin to fail. Fluids degrade. Components weaken, and the car, no matter how advanced, starts losing the fight. Tires on the edge. At these speeds, your tires are under unimaginable stress. They're spinning at thousands of revolutions per minute, generating intense friction with the road. Heat builds rapidly, pushing the rubber to its absolute limits. And here's the truth. Your entire control depends on these 4 contact points. If they lose grip, even for a fraction of a second, you lose everything. Cornering at high speed becomes a delicate balance between grip and disaster. Push too hard and the tires can't hold. Back off too much and you lose performance. It's a constant negotiation with physics. Aerodynamics, the invisible force. At lower speeds, air feels insignificant. At high speeds, it becomes everything. Aerodynamics takes control. Wings adjust automatically. Air flows through channels designed to create stability. Downforce increases, pressing the car into the road. At extreme speeds, the car isn't just moving through air, it's shaping it, controlling it, using it. But if that balance is disrupted, if airflow breaks, the consequences are immediate. The car becomes unstable, unpredictable, and in the worst case, air doesn't hold you down anymore. It lifts you up. The braking force, eventually you have to slow down. And that's when things get even more intense. Braking at extreme speeds is not smooth, it's violent. The force pulls you forward, compressing your body against the seatbelt. Your muscles tense automatically. Your brain reacts as if something is wrong, even when everything is working perfectly. The brakes glow under pressure, reaching temperatures capable of melting certain metals. Because stopping isn't just slowing down, it's fighting momentum. And momentum always wants to win. The limit of the road. Here's the reality that no one talks about. The car might be capable, but the road isn't. Public roads are unpredictable. Small imperfections become serious threats. A bump, a crack, a slight elevation change. At high speed, these are no longer minor. They're dangerous. Even environmental factors play a role. Wind, temperature, road surface, everything matters. At this level, you're not just driving the car, you're reading the world around you. The driver's mind. But the most important system in the entire equation is the driver. Your brain is processing massive amounts of information in real time. Speed, distance, traction, sound, movement. Your instincts tell you to slow down, to stop, to stay safe. But pushing limits means overriding that instinct. It means staying calm when everything inside you says panic. And that is what separates control from chaos. The final truth. So what really happens when you push a supercar to its limit? You enter a space where everything is intensified. Speed becomes force. Control becomes survival. Precision becomes the difference between mastery and disaster. You're no longer just driving. You're operating at the edge of human capability. So next time you see a supercar blasting down the road, don't just see the speed. See the control behind it, the precision, the risk. Because what looks effortless is anything but. And now I want to hear from you. If you had the chance to sit behind the wheel of one of these machines, would you push it to its absolute limit? Or would you back off the moment it starts to feel real? Drop your answer in the comments right now. And if you enjoyed this kind of deep cinematic breakdown, make sure to like this video so more people can discover it. Subscribe to the channel for more high-intensity, mind-blowing content like this. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because the next video might go even further.